Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Red Glamazon and I hope you've all had a good start to the year and getting your feet under the table. For those of you back at work, back into the old routine and so on, I hope all is well with you. For those of you that are new to my content and my channel, and if you'd like to see more of the things that I produce and post, if you could just like as you come in to my boudoir, and just click on the subscribe button as well so you can keep getting the content coming through each week. I will be posting at least 2 videos each week, which will be on something fashionable or something to do with lifestyle. Mainly it's going to be on etiquette because that's one of my biggest passions. So without further ado, today's a really quick video and I just wanted to have a little sort of, one-to-one chat about certain aspects of etiquette that are very important. For those of you who have been following my channel for a while, you know that I have a blog. It's called Sharon Todd School of Etiquette and Lifestyle. And I discuss a lot of things around etiquette in the business circle and also in the social sphere. So you may want to look at that. It is linked down below. So you can click on that and go to my blog where we discuss etiquette and other topics as well that you may find interesting. So etiquette is really important because what etiquette means is that you behave in a way that makes other people feel comfortable around you. That's what etiquette is. It's the same thing as good manners. Okay, good manners, etiquette is all about making people that are around you or that you're conversing with or interacting with feel comfortable. Okay. So the way you portray yourself, your body language, the things that you say, the topics that you use to discuss are also quite vital when it comes to good etiquette. So I'm just going to talk about 6 particular points on sort of social etiquette. And with this particular topic today, I'm looking at certain things that you may want to avoid saying, that may not go too well with people around you, especially if you're at a gathering or you're at a party or some other social event like that, and you're interacting with people that you may have not met before. It is true, it's not cliche that, first impressions do last. So you want to make sure, you give the first impression. Some of these things that I'm going to quickly discuss with you today, we've all done at some point, or someone who has. And sometimes these things aren't said, out of ill intention. It's just that it comes out and someone just thinks it's okay to ask or say certain things, when actually it can be taken quite hurtfully or, in a negative way by the person that you are speaking to or the group of people that you are conversing. So it's quite important for us to touch base on that. So today I have prepared just 6 pointers that you may want to avoid when you are having conversations around people. So here we go. The first one, try and avoid talking about religion as much as you can. Unless you're at a church congregation or something. But if you're in another social setting, avoid the religion topic. For example, if you're at a party or if you're at a dinner party, anything like that, or most of you don't know. Bringing up religion can be very tricky because you may start religion bashing or saying negative things about other people's religions, or maybe expecting everyone to have a religion because some people don't. And that's absolutely fine. So it can be quite a sensitive topic, so tread carefully, and I would advise and say just avoid the topic altogether. So that's number 1. The other thing, if you're amongst people, sometimes people are just being nosy. I don't know, are they? Maybe. But it can be quite hurtful. It can be quite offensive to some people if you are probing someone as to why they're not married. And I'm talking here from things I have heard family and friends say around people. And, it's like it's a norm to be asking that, why aren't you married? There's many reasons why people aren't married. Maybe they can't find the right partner, or maybe they don't want to be married, and that's absolutely okay as well. So stop trying to corner people into quizzing them or cross-examining them as to how and why they're not married. It's not your business. Okay, find something else to talk about, unless they bring up the topic themselves and they want to discuss with you, things like that. But don't be the initiator of asking people, why aren't you married? Number 3, similar to number 2, if someone hasn't got any children and they are married, please don't ask why they don't have any children. You know, I mean, it's okay, I suppose, saying, oh, do you have any children? But why don't you have any children? And you're married, or you've been married for X amount of years and you don't have any children. I'm speaking from experience here. I have a son, but I know someone quite close to me who doesn't. And it's not through their choice or anything. It's just that biologically they struggle to have one and they haven't been able to have one. So it's a very sensitive topic around that particular person. So, you know, try and refrain from asking, you know, why don't you have any children? The other thing as well that can leave a bad taste along the lines of children is if you start to ask the individual, let's say the person you're speaking to has said something about, oh, I've got 4 girls, or I've got 3 boys. And then you interject and you say, oh, you've only got boys. Oh dear, didn't you want a girl? Or, oh, you've only got girls. Doesn't your husband or doesn't your partner want a boy? It's almost like you kind of pick which children what sex of children you're going to have. Children are a gift. So, you know, whatever the person has, boy or girl, it's not our concern to be probing and asking, oh, why don't you have any? Oh, you've only got girls. Oh, you must miss having a boy. Oh, you've only got boys. You must miss having a girl. Because for all you know, that person, you know, may want a particular sex of a child. So it's not our place to be sort of keep going on and on about it and asking those questions around the sex of the child. The other thing as well, what number am I on? Oh, I forgot now. I think I'm on number 5. For example, this is a pet peeve of mine. Okay, a real pet peeve of mine. You're around people that you know, in most cases. Maybe it could be someone you don't know. And in this day and age, I know technology can be a disruptive thing, and I will talk about the etiquette around technology and mobile phones and things like that another time. But let's say, for example, you've taken out your phone to show someone your pet, to show someone a conference you went to, something that you want to highlight in the discussion, and you want to show pictorial evidence. If you like, say, oh, this is what it was like this. And then the person takes your phone that you're talking to, and they start to they look at what you're referring to. Then they don't stop there, and they start slide to the left on your phone, having a good look and browse. Do you know, that is so rude. It's quite intrusive, actually. So if you're on the receiving side of that, just glance at what they're looking at, showing you. But if you've got the phone in your hand from them, don't start taking the liberty and kind of browsing across to see what else is in their phone. The other thing as well is asking someone in conversation, unless it's a really close friend, maybe, you know, or if it's your sister or your brother or something, you know. But other people that you're conversing with and something comes up, like a car, a piece of clothing, a piece of jewelry, a house, anything like that, avoid asking, how much did it cost? Especially if you don't know those people really well. It can be taken to be quite rude and quite forward. Actually, I like the word forward. So, you know, tread carefully around that too. You know, don't ask, oh, how much were those shoes? Or where did you buy those shoes? Just compliment, say, you know, your shoes are really lovely. It really suits you, you know. And then, you know, hope you're going to go on the internet and put description in to see if you can get the same pair if you're that way inclined. But, you know, don't keep asking people, how much was that? I think it's quite sharp, downright rude. So try and avoid that one. Right, I think I have got all the 7 I talked about. Just going to glance at my list. Oh, I missed one. So I did talk about why you're not married. I talked about avoiding the topic of religion. I talked about the mobile phone thing, looking to someone's phone, asking how much something costs, and why you only have boys or why you only have girls. You know, oh, didn't you want a girl? Didn't you want a boy? The last one, which is also quite important, and it may not be as obvious as you think. Saying to someone, are you pregnant? You know, we all are different shapes and sizes, okay? We all may be going through certain things or certain illnesses or certain conditions that we may not necessarily want to talk about, and we may not have any control as to how those underlying health conditions may make us look. So, for example, you know, there are women out there that have larger bellies, or they're bigger at the stomach area. And it's not because they're pregnant. It's because of either maybe hormone issues or weight gain and other stuff like that. So it's very rude to say to someone or ask someone and say, oh, are you pregnant? Or how far gone are you? You know, we want to avoid such intrusive introductory statements when you're at a function or when you're at a gathering. So these are just about 6 of some of my pet peeves when it comes to social etiquette and how you address and portray yourself across to people, especially those you have not met or are meeting for the first time, because those first impressions do last. And you could put someone in a really awkward situation. You don't know what they're going through in life, you know. And if you start digging and bringing up certain topics that may be maybe unbeknown to you, you mean it in good faith, but could be quite upsetting for the person or people that you are interacting with or talking to. So, ladies and gents, if you're watching this, I hope it's been helpful. And if you want to know a bit more on the topic around etiquette, if you visit my website, which is Sharon Todd, School of Etiquette and Lifestyle, I do discuss a varied amount of topics on my blog, but in especially around etiquette and how you present yourself in good manners. It's very, very important. I think it was Thomas Clarence, I stand corrected, a retired American judge many years ago, and he said that good manners can open doors that the best education cannot. And I totally agree with that. How you conduct yourself, you know, can make or break you, no matter how many degrees or PhDs you have. The way that you converse, the way that you carry yourself around people is very important. So thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I will be here twice a week talking about something groovy, something fashionable, where I've traveled, or something along the lines of lifestyle and etiquette. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a pleasant week. Bye bye.